Hey everyone, this is Paul showing a new feature that we have that allows you to do onRelease sample playback and more using the mod matrix. I'm using a dev build here. This will be in the beta shortly, and there'll be a few other changes as the synth progresses, but wanted to get this out there because people had asked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by taking, let me take this WAV file. Okay, cool. This is a sample from my band's upcoming album, actually. Well, let me do this. Turn on a little loop here. Go like this. Right. So now let's see what it sounds like. Right. So cool. And then I'll go out here and then make this loop. Let's go alternate. There we go. So. Cool. So now I've got a regular sample playing, normal short circuit workflow. And I'll mix it in with a virtual analog. For those of you who always see me clicking over here, it used to be over here that you would create things, and then we moved it here. And so I will never have that muscle memory. Let me go get the V8 virtual analog, right? Okay, and then turn the mix down. Okay, so now I just have the sample playing along with the virtual analog. But what we've done is we've introduced a new modulation target. Go here to targets in sample, which currently is called play sample gated. And look, these names may all change as we go forward. And there's a couple of other things that are going to happen. So the original design for short circuit had this play menu up here, normal one shot and onRelease. This is going to go away. One shot is actually in envelope mode. It's a little more complicated than that. And onRelease we haven't implemented. That's why it's shown as to come here. But we realize there's a couple of forms of onRelease. There's voice and sample playback onRelease. So this play menu up here is going to go away fairly soon. And instead, the way to do onRelease is to take this new modulation, this play gate. And what this is a target that if you modulate it with a signal that is, above a signal that is on, right? A signal that is 1, then the sample plays, and if not, then the sample doesn't play. So I'm going to take play sample here and modulate it. In a soon-to-be released version, that will actually change its mod row because it's a gate and get rid of the depth. We need to set the depth to 1. And I'm going to modulate it with the source from voice is released. And so now, if I take my release in my AEG and pull it up to like 7 seconds, you can see that the the sample starts playing back only when released. Right, which is exactly what we want. Now, of course, the astute observer will say, but hey, if that's a modulation target, can't you do other things with it? Like take an LFO and make it a square wave and apply that to the thing and then get a sound that sounds, let me turn that mix way down, like, And the answer is yes, you can do exactly that. Anyway, that's a feature that's going to be in the beta later today. Like I said, some of the UI, especially around how the mod matrix interacts with gates and how that interacts with the play menu up here in the sample screen, is going to change over the next week. So if you're watching this in March of 2026 or something and the UI looks different and better and more useful, that's because we did the rest of the work. But wanted to get this out to you today. Hope you're all enjoying the beta.